They'll put the tight end in motion. Going to the ground.
Cut up on him.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Second is short. Bow up. Be physical. Move a hole. Get a gap. Let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run. No push up front. Be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Oh, what a move! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And how easy is that? There's so much speed on the field in college football. You get me lined up and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation, and now everybody on the defense has to adjust. They didn't adjust quick enough, and he easily picks up a good chunk of yards. The offense has really got good game plans to get guys the ball in space.
Hand off from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you've got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Pocket starts to collapse. Throws to the wideout.
This game so ass, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Sometimes we don't give enough credit to the receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out.
Come on, bro. This fucking game is annoying, bro. Fuck.
I think what you love about
Not a fucking sack on fourth down. They let him throw.
They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Dumb as shit, bro.
Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third
quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Already down a score early, the last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's got it again. Continuing to turn and move it
Yeah,
forward.
run.
They're closing in on midfield. It's down to the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands on that.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliche.
Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you just...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sanders. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on second and short after the first down completion. He's looking to throw. Going deep. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. There's a better play there by the defense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Shoots it to the left.
That's a pick.
It's complete. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Gamecocks will kick it away first and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He's going to take off. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll test the right side. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
The give to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Motion from the offense. He's going to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And that one will give him the lead. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. And these guys are like wide receivers now.
Come on, bro. Don't do me like that, bro.
They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass.
Like, come on, bro. Why my shit be doing that, bro? Damn, bro. This game's so weak.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
She start lagging out of nowhere, bro.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The run to the left. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Myers on the move. Got his man to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The give. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Quarterback's rolling away from Heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. How about that alert play for the defense to scoop
What
it
the
up?
fuck?
Oh, the big fella running to glory. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, you talk about all the excitement and emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over, and now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. They'll leave it with him. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. Ball's out. And the defense has got it. They're trying to pick up some yards.